Okay.
I do have a prepared statement, so I will be reading.
Great. I'm ready.
You good?
You good?
Balance through.
Yes. Okay.
You got it ready?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Derek Burgess. I'm trustee here in the village. And for the past 3.5 years, Sauk Village has been struck in a political tug-of-war. Last night, that tug-of-war ended. Today, we begin a new day in Sauk Village and a spirit of unity. We stand united as a village. We stand united to bring back pride, progress, for which our village motto has been for many years. Sauk Village fences some through tough days ahead. For the last 3.5 years, our former mayor neglected this community. He made some very questionable decisions and brought this village to the brink of insolvency. And it's going to take a united village to turn this around. I announced in July that I will put forth the effort and hard work to lead Sauk Village following the April 2013 election. I will be Sauk Village's next mayor in May of 2013. The events of the last day have left many in a state of shock and relief. But the business of Sauk Village must be considered first. Now is not the time for politics. We had 3.5 years of a political circus. Now it's time to stand united as a village. I stand united as a village board and with trustee David Hanks as he steps in to clean up this mess we have been left with. Trustee Hanks has assured me that I have his confidence and full support for mayor in 2013 and that together we will bring Sauk Village out of the darkness that we have found the office of mayor today. We both are committed to bringing positive change to our great community. We ask for the village residents to stand united as we begin what will be a long and lengthy process to restoring this residents' confidence in Village Hall. We are putting Sauk Village first because together we can stand. Together, yes, we can.
You said the former mayor made some questionable decisions.
Yes.
Summarize in your own words, away from the prepared statement, what he did wrong
He ran originally on transparency. We never found anything out as a board until after the fact. There were checks written, money paid, invoices paid without the consent or the approval of the board. We had to find this out after the fact, after things were spent. We brought it to the mayor. He claims he didn't know anything about it.
In the email that he sent, he claimed family and health. That is the reasons. Do you believe that?
No. I'm just looking at past practices. I've never heard of a mayor resigning in midstream unless it was an indictment or it was extreme health. He never expressed any type of health problems to us at all. Never.
So you're going to be the mayor starting in January of 2013?
No, in May.
May of 2013.
After the election. I'm running for mayor after the election.
You're confident you can beat Enoch Benson in this campaign?
I'm definitely.
So I'm sorry, you're running for mayor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're not. We can't say you will be the mayor. You said
Well,
you're running the mayor.
no. You didn't say I said I will be the mayor.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Okay, just making sure we don't.
He's very confident.
Who will be appointed mayor tonight?
Who's going to be appointed mayor tonight is going to be up to the trustees.
Okay.
But that process will be something that we're going to go into executive session, and the trustees are going to vote on. It's going to be the majority vote. That's where it should be.
Do you think it should be you?
I think it should be, and this is what I talked about before, and I talked to Trustee Hanks. He's the senior trustee right now. When the mayor's not in session, not here, he does run the meetings. So why not continue to do that at this point in time?
So you think it should be?
I think it should be at this particular time. He has given me his word that he can speak for himself that he's not going to run. So therefore, it won't be a political aspect. It won't be someone put in there politically to say, okay, well, he's not here, because I am running. There's another trustee that's on board that's running. There's another trustee that's running for trustee. So this way, it will not be political. He will be coming in purely to bring and to bring the village back to where it should be and run it like a business, not as a political pawn. And that's what that's why I believe in him. I believe in him.
Mr. Burgess, you said, comment that you've never heard of a mayor resigning in midstream unless it's an indictment. Do you know something more specific?
I just no, I don't know anything specific about Mayor Towers. I'm just saying I've never heard. I've been around for quite a while. I've talked to a lot of mayors. I do a lot of networking. And as you guys know, you are reporters, you see that. Every time you see a person actually resigning, it's if it is an indictment or it is a grave illness. I have not heard either one.
Was there any other communication from the mayor to the board of trustees aside from the email?
No.
Has anyone spoken to him?
Yes.
Oh,
The village attorneys.
We'll wait till, can we move the microphones
yes,
over?
you can, unless you have any more questions for me.
No, good, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take it away.
Thank you very much. My name is David Hanks, and currently serving as acting mayor, and hopefully to get confirmation by the village board tonight to the emergency meeting. I just want to say that Sauk Village currently has many challenges, and I'm sure there's many more challenges that are unforeseen at this time. Challenges that we are facing currently is that I feel that we need to address, and they don't come in any certain order either, but healing the division within our community. That has to happen, the division between the residents, the employees, and of course the division between this board. We need to come together, work together as a community. I also see an issue of bringing back our model of pride and progress. How are we going to do that? It's going to come throughout our meetings. Our meetings in the last 3.5 years, some would describe them as a circus. Some would describe them as meetings that, again, there's no decorum, there's no order. We want to bring back order and decorum back to our meetings. We want our residents to be proud of the elected officials that they elected that are serving them. I also think about the finances of our village. We look at Sauk Village is currently in a deficit of over $2 million, and this has happened in the last 3.5 years. We need to get with our financial advisors, find out exactly where we're at today, where will we be tomorrow, and what we need to do. We also need to get with our TIF consultants. There hasn't been any TIF meetings under this administration. I think maybe one TIF meeting. We need to get with our TIF advisors, find out what we're doing when it comes to bringing businesses to Sauk Village. That's important. Also, again, which we already talked about, find out where we're at today financially and where we're heading tomorrow. Crime in Sauk Village. We need to make sure that our police force have the tools that's needed to address the crime and the criminals in Sauk Village. As news media knows, we had the issue with the water just quite a few months ago. We need to make sure that we put together a plan. Right now, there's currently still no plan on what we're going to do. We know the state came in, along with the IEPA, helped Sauk Village bring in air strippers, but we need to put a plan forward so that the residents know what we're doing step by step, and we need to keep the residents informed. That's important. And litigation. Right now, Sauk Village is under a lot of litigation, I guess you could say, that needs to be addressed, and we need to stop all the lawsuits, the frivolous lawsuits that's going on. And again, that's something that as a board we need to constantly take a look at. So the board has many challenges, and I'm sure there's many more, but that's just to name a few of some of the things that we need to start to address immediately. Are problems going to be solved overnight? No, they will not be. Do I have all the answers? No, I do not. However, I will reach out to past and present elected officials from Sauk Village. I will also be looking to reach out to other surrounding communities to find out, their input and ask for their input to find out what Sauk Village can do to put Sauk Village back on the right track.
The idea of tapping into well water, is that still going to move forward, or are you possibly going in a different direction, or?
Well, we currently have well water right now.
I mean, not well water, Lake Michigan water.
Lake Michigan water was by referendum, so there is still a study to find out exactly what Sauk Village has to do. We do know that our infrastructure is, our infrastructure needs to be repaired. So last we checked, approximately 25 to 30% of our infrastructure has to be replaced before we could probably even be, or at least be qualified for Lake Michigan water.
You said that you had someone had a conversation with the now former, is he, can we call him the former mayor now, or are you gonna make him the former mayor?
No, he's the former mayor. When he turned in his resignation.
Okay. He's former mayor, and who spoke with him today, did you speak to him?
I did not speak to him. Some calls were sent out to the mayor. However, they went directly to his voicemail, but our village attorney has talked with the mayor and set up a date and time for him to turn over all village property and to pick up his personal belongings.
Okay. Your personal thoughts then when you received the email, do you believe it was about family and health?
You know, I'd rather not comment on that. I mean, I'd rather just leave it as is. I think we can all have our opinions, but if that's the way he wants to resign, I accept it, and I'll accept his resignation.
I want to be sure I understand this properly. You expect to become an interim mayor, finish out Howard's term through the end of April of next year, and then you're hoping to remain as a trustee beyond that?
I will remain as trustee because I will have 2 more years remaining. Yes, 2 more years remaining. This is the middle of my term.
So the village will elect a new mayor in May of 2013.
Correct.
And you're supporting Mr. Burgess and his slate of trustees will be running next year?
Correct. That's right.
The mayoral election is next April?
That's correct.
Okay.
April
So-
and May.
April. The election's April. Once they're elected, they'll take office in May.
And, okay, so if you get stamped as the semi-permanent interim mayor,
Acting mayor.
acting mayor, you will be that until May?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
David, how long have you been been a trustee?
I've been a trustee just a little over 13 years. This is my, let's see here, 4, 8, 12. This is, I'm in between my 3rd and 4th term.
You did not run with Mayor Towers when you ran the last time, did you?
I did not, no, sir.
How about you, Carol? Did you run the last time?
No, I ran against Mayor Towers.
You ran against him, okay. And this is you've been on the board 2 years now?
No, I've been on board 2 terms.
2 terms, okay.
Yes, 2 terms, and I was appointed the first year. So this is 6 years, going to my 6th year.
So you guys are gonna go into this executive session and then meet sometime after, or?
7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order.
Okay.
We'll go directly into executive session. Depending on how long we're back there, after we finish our discussion under personnel, we'll come back out and take action.
Okay.
And Andy, if it'll be a long session drawn out, or?
It all depends on how many questions the trustees have, and
No public comment or anything?
there's no public comment tonight, no.
Okay.
As acting mayor,
Yes, sir.
are you looking to replace any staff?
At this point in time, no, sir.
Okay, how about before you are out of office?
There is no plans to replace any staff.
Okay.
Do you guys have a police chief now?
Our police department falls underneath our fire chief,
Right.
and I reached out to the village clerk, and trustees were contacted through the village clerk. Since the mayor had resigned immediately, we wanted to make sure someone was in place. And we reached a consensus from the majority of the board to serve as acting mayor today until we can meet through the emergency
So
meeting.
this is all done like by phone contact, you didn't actually get together?
No, sir, we did not get together.
You didn't violate the Open Meetings
We
Act
did not
last night?
violate the Open Meetings Act, and everything was sent through the village clerk, individually.
How many trustees are there in office right now?
Currently, there's 5.
Okay, and so you would appoint a trustee at some point, assuming you're appointed?
Yes, sir. We're going to appoint 1 trustee to fill the vacancy for trustee Chavez.
Is that likely to occur tonight?
I do not think so. I think we wanted it to happen tonight, but it looks like it may get pushed off until probably next week. So,
I've got a 9 o'clock live shot, so I'd like to make sure that you're going to be there is a chance that they could not vote you as interim mayor, correct?
Always a chance.
there's always a chance.
But it's not going to happen.
Just as he's confident he's going to be the next mayor, I'm pretty confident I'll be the acting mayor tonight.
Maybe put out bad information.
Right.
Garcia here pulling up the rear.
In fact, the first thing that we vote on tonight will be appointing the acting mayor. So after we come out of executive session, that's the first item on the agenda.
Do you have a preference who you'd like to see get the Chavez seat, the trustee spot?
No, I don't have.
Who you would nominate?
I don't have a preference. In fact, I've assured the other trustees as I talk to them that under this administration it will be a lot different because the communication and working with the trustees is something that we're going to do. Something they haven't received in the last 3.5 years.
Any other questions, gentlemen, except Garcia?
And take two.
Yeah.
He's got 5 minutes.
Call the emergency meeting to order. Bill Shirk, please call the roll.
Benson.
Here.
Burgess.
Here.
Hanks.
Here.
Myers. Here. Williams. Here.
Move to item number 2, I need a motion to recess to executive session to discuss personal matters. So moved. A motion is second on the floor. Bill Shirk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers. Yes. Williams. Yes.
Recess to executive session. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall return. Thank you. Need a motion to resume the emergency meeting. Motion second, Bill Shirk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers. Yes. Williams. Yes.
Move to item number 3, motion to appoint an acting mayor for the village of Sauk Village. Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we appoint trustee David Hanks as acting mayor of the village of Sauk Village.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. Is there any discussion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes, sir. I would like to know if the appointed mayor, whoever that may be, is he or she is going to resign his seat as trustee?
Amen.
Meaning he or she, are you including me?
Microphone.
Yeah, come on now.
The reason why I asked that question, Sauk Village, is because when you are an acting mayor and you sit in a role as a trustee, you retain that trustee seat as an acting mayor. If you want to take on the full responsibility and role of the mayor and have all the mayor's powers, you have to resign your seat as trustee. You have no powers as a mayor other than to read off the agenda and maintain order in the meetings. Yes, we can transact village business, but at having appointing powers, here I see that they want to appoint trustees to vacant seats. The acting mayor has no appointing powers as an acting mayor unless that trustee remove himself from his seat as trustee. And they know that that is state statute. Now, if he's going to obtain the powers, the full powers of the mayor, he has to resign his seat as trustee. If he refuses to do that, he has no power. Nobody on this board has any appointing powers outside of the mayor's power. Bottom line, no.
Can we have a legal, not, please? Could you ask the attorney for a legal call?
So what have your attorneys put a memo out to the village board?
I hope that the memo that he puts together will not be misleading. If there are state statutes that will guide you, go to the state statutes, Sauk Village, and read them for yourself. Once again, this board is at it again. Performing illegal acts they have no power to perform, I will not allow it.
Thank you, trustee. Any other comments? Hearing no other questions or comments, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess. Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 4, I'm asking for this item to be tabled until next Tuesday. Item number 4. A motion to table?
Second.
A motion is second. Village Clerk, please call roll.
No.
Questions and comments, trustee?
Why didn't you explain to the citizens what this motion is? You didn't do that. It's a motion to appoint a replacement for trustee Robert Chevet's vacant seat. We have no power to do that.
Trustee, nothing's happening tonight. It's being tabled.
Shouldn't be on the agenda.
Any other questions or comments? Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A motion is second. Village Clerk? All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.
So moved.
A motion is second on the floor. Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson.
Yes.
Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Recess to executive session. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall return. Any motion to resume the emergency meeting? Motion second, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Move to item number 3, motion to appoint an acting mayor for the Village of Sauk Village. Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we appoint trustee David Hanks as acting mayor of the Village of Sauk Village.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. Is there any discussion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trustee Benson.
Yes, sir. I would like to know if the appointed mayor, whoever that may be, is he or she is going to resign his seat as trustee.
Amen.
He or she, are you including me?
Microphone.
Yeah, come on now.
The reason why I asked that question, Sauk Village, is because when you are an acting mayor and you sit in the role as a trustee, you retain that trustee seat as an acting mayor. If you want to take on the full responsibility, the role of the mayor, and have all the mayor's powers, you have to resign your seat as trustee. You have no powers as a mayor other than to read off the agenda and maintain order in the meetings. Yes, we can transact village business, but at having appointing powers, here I see that they want to appoint trustees to vacant seats. The acting mayor has no appointing powers as an acting mayor unless that trustee remove himself from his seat as trustee. And they know that. That is state statute. Now, if he's going to obtain the powers, the full powers of the mayor, he has to resign his seat as trustee. If he refuses to do that, he has no power. Nobody on this board has any appointing powers outside of the mayor's power. Bottom line, done.
Can we have a legal, calling on it, please? We ask the attorney for a legal comment.
So I have our attorneys put a memo on to the village board.
I hope that the memo that he puts together will not be misleading. If there are state statutes that will guide you, go to the state statutes, Sauk Village, and read them for yourself. Once again, this board is at it again. Performing illegal acts they have no power to perform, I will not allow it.
Any other comments? Hearing no other questions or comments, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams.
Motion carries. Item number 4, I'm asking for this item to be tabled until next Tuesday. Item number 4. Motion to table? Second. Motion and second. Please call the roll.
No.
Question and comments, trustee?
Why didn't you explain to the citizens what this motion is? You didn't do that. It's a motion to appoint a replacement for trustee Robert Chauvet's vacant seat. We have no power to do that.
Trustee, nothing's happening tonight. It's being tabled. Any other questions or comments? Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Williams. Yes.
Motion carries. Need a motion to adjourn? So moved. Motion and second. Village Clerk? All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.